Hello folks, welcome to Riding the Market. Here at the end of the day, taking 3 trades today, 2 wins, 1 loss, so fairly decent day. Let's just do a quick summary of the trades. So in London session, we essentially swept all-time highs and then double topped. That was before my session started, so I couldn't really get on board with that. I probably should have taken this sell here. So we had this rejection candle within these triple fair value gaps, both bearish fair value gaps. We inverted this bullish fair value gap here. So that could have been a trade that I would have waited for, but I don't really like waiting that long. Or when I don't really like waiting all the way for it to get back to take a trade. So I was watching for a trade that I could have taken, but this trade, rejecting the fair value gaps after mitigating this level, would have been a good sell. I missed that one. I was a bit uncertain about taking it, so the one that I caught was when we swept the low of day and rejected and pulled back into its range. It's kind of like a double bottom, but it's essentially just a sweep of the lows and pull back into the range. And I was expecting price to at least tap the IFEG, and that's essentially what we did. I noted that we could go down from there, but I wasn't going to take a trade because I was done. But yeah, we did go back and sweep the low of day again. And then for New York, I tried essentially the same trade, but there was a strong bearish trend, so I was looking for either a sell entry, but there was nothing that set up really nice here. So when we swept this low and pulled back into this with a nice double rejection, I took a long here, expecting price to come back into here, maybe get back into this bearish fair value gap to go lower because it wasn't mitigated. Neither was the inverted fair value gap, so I was expecting price to go a bit higher, but we just rejected this bearish fair value gap and sold off and stopped me out at these lows. And then third trade of the day was just a rejection of this fair value gap. It wasn't the best trade in terms of setup because this is a fairly big bearish fair value gap, so you'd want more of a mitigation, but I thought, okay, so it's rejecting pretty strongly. This is a nice candle setup. So I took it to sell here when the candle closed, stop at the candle high, just looking for a one-to-one for new lows to be made. And I got that, got 50 ticks for that move as well. So fairly good day, up $113 on this eval, sitting at around break even still, which is fine. In terms of my Apex PA, after the bad day on Friday, which was fully my fault, I shouldn't have had such a bad day. But after that, I did make $8 today with my one trade. So I'm just doing one trade per day and a 40 tick target with 4 micros, I think it is right now. And I'll probably stick with that for a bit and then potentially look to increase the size if my win rate can continue to be quite high. So I've taken 3 trades on that, and while I made a mistake on Friday, all 3 trades that I took were winners if I just held them. So as long as my win rate stays high, then I'll probably look to increase the size of my trades so I can make a bit more when I do catch good trades, and maybe I'll lose a bit more. But if I get a high win rate, I can handle that. But yeah, I'll see about that. But yeah, that's all for me today. Fairly good day, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.